Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I'm alright. Bored, but I'm alright. It is about 12:30 Central Time, and I am in Longview, Texas at Steel and Pipe Supply. It is on US 80, just east of the Longview, just west of the Longview Loop, east of 271. After I talked to you, I guess the day before yesterday, I ended up only going to Peculiar, Missouri, to the Flying J there. It was about 6 o'clock when I stopped. It was already getting dark, and I don't know, I just didn't feel like driving. Straight up, I just didn't feel like driving. So I parked the truck, went inside, took a shower, relaxed, cooked dinner, watched a movie, and then went to bed. I got up early yesterday. I guess it was about 6:30 in the morning. Took off and moseyed my way on down. I stopped in Joplin at Blue Beacon. Got the truck washed, which it desperately needed. And then moseyed on down here. I ended up changing my route. I ended up going ahead and taking the big cabin route, coming down 44 into 69, and then coming down 271 in Longview. It ended up being only a mile longer than the other way, but it allowed me to avoid all the hills. So this load is really, really heavy. I'm right on the edge of 80,000. But it was a good drive down. I moseyed down here. I literally took my sweet time. It took all day, and I just didn't care. I spent like an hour and a half in Joplin, and then I spent another 45 minutes, I think, in Muskogee. Bought a new headset with my points. This is the Blue Parrot 450 XT, I think, something like that. Real nice headband, so forth and so on. The only thing I gotta do is I gotta figure out how to turn that voice off in there. It drives me nuts. I mean, I don't drive with my headset on like a lot of drivers do. You know, I got the LG Tone, but my wife was telling me that this truck makes too much noise as compared to my old truck, so I wanted to get something with better noise canceling ability. So I got here about 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the evening, and parked the truck. Of course, I just washed it, and of course this lot that they have is full of mud, so my tires and my undercarriage are all dirty now. Parked here, there was one Maverick already here, then another Maverick showed up later, and about 4 or 5 have come through today. I guess they all had earlier appointments because they have 3 appointment windows, and mine's the last one, figures. So I'm just kind of waiting. Got a couple minutes here that I'm going to drive in and get this thing unloaded. I already have a pre-plan. I'm going over to Waldo, Arkansas. I so much want to say, where's Waldo? It is just east of Texarkana on US 82. I should say just. It's about 60 or 70 miles, I think. I don't know. Picking up a load of lumber, and I'm going to Oklahoma City with that. The only downside of that is it's not that far. I think with the empty miles, it's about 440 miles. I'm just going to go ahead and do it all. I can't sleep there, but I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way, and then stop real short, I guess, in the truck stop or whatever. Instead of just going a little bit and loading, I just drive tonight, and then probably tomorrow I'll end up going to Duke. That seems to be what happens to me when I go to OKC, and hopefully I can go home for the weekend. I mean, if I don't, that's cool, but I'd like to. I need to stop at the vape shop. I'm almost out of liquid. And I did get a call today from the student training coordinator. She wanted me to detour to Shreveport to pick up a student, but I opted not to. Apparently the student has got, his trainer has been off the truck for a week due to illness, and it might be a while. And I told her I really want to finish off this week and next week without a student. I kind of need more private time. That, and the truck is is totally messed up. I got nothing for. I got so much food and stuff in the truck because I'm solo that I couldn't get a student in here as far as giving them space to put their stuff away. So, and I want to continue up my private time. So that's it. It's about that time. I'm gonna mosey up on in here and get unloaded. I guess I will talk to y'all after a while. Bye. YouTube, how are you this evening? I am okay. It is about 6:30 Central Time, and I am in Waldo, Arkansas at Deltic Lumber. Got here about 15 minutes or so ago. I pulled up to check in at 10 minutes to 1 there at Steel and Pipe Supply, and that place is a convoluted mess. Pulled around the building, backed into a parking spot, went and checked in. They told me to untarp and unsecure, and that they would call me on the phone when they were ready for me. So I went ahead and got all the tarps off, got the straps off, got everything put away, and I guess it took about 40 minutes to do it. I was kind of slow, and just kind of then got the truck and sat and waited about an hour, and then a guy walked out and said, pull down and go into one of the to door B, I think he said. So I did. I went around, pulled door B, and I parked, and I sat there for 10 or 15 minutes, and then they finally started taking stuff off, and then about halfway through they come around and go, okay, you need to drive all the way around the building. No, you need to move up to the next bay. So I did that, move up to the next bay, and they pulled a couple of things off, and then about 20 minutes after they got the last thing off, they come up to me and said, I need you to drive all the way around the building and go into a different door. I think it was D or E, or I don't remember what it was. And I was like, okay. So I pulled all the way around the building, and I got into the other side, came back into another door, and then I couldn't go any forward because the forklift driver was moving dumpsters around. So I ended up waiting about another 20-25 minutes, and I finally was able to pull in, and then when I got parked where I was supposed to be, I sat there for about 10 minutes until the guy came out and said, okay, we'll get you here in a minute. And then another 10 minutes passed, and they finally started getting the stuff off. They were just slow, ridiculously slow. It took about 3.5 hours altogether to get everything done. And then I had to pull all the way out, pull all the way around the building, park again, then go into the shipping office to pick up my bills. They couldn't bring them to me. Needless to say, it was I don't want to ever go back there again. I talked to a couple other drivers and say it's always like that. So I left there right at about, I think it was 4 o'clock, and I hauled butt. Cut through Longview, got on 259, headed north, then cut over to on 155 to Atlanta, and then come up 59 to get into Texarkana, and come on the south side, I think, to get on 82. And I'm here, and parked where I'm supposed to be waiting for them to load. I've never been here before. It's kind of convoluted to get into. It's literally in the middle of nowhere on 82. It sneaks up on you because of all the trees around it. But waiting for them to load, then I gotta secure it and tarp it. I'm not sure where I do that at or anything else. And I get my bills at the shipping office when I leave, then go across the scale. So hopefully I won't be here too long. I have a feeling I will be here at least 2 hours. And then once I get done here, I need to just go ahead and go and drive and get as far as I can. I mean, I could drive the whole way there tonight, but they don't have overnight parking, so it would be pointless to do that. So we'll just have to see how things go. Kind of a sucky day all the way around, but what can I do? So until tomorrow, keep the shiny side up. 73s. Good night.